Bless. This is the Down to Earth podcast with your host, Sean Myrie. This episode is based off a popular streamer, AIDIN Ross. He was popular on Twitch first, streaming. He talks a lot of commentary about a lot of things, especially hip-hop culture. He got kicked off of Twitch because of his, maybe it was his followers, for racist comments. Things were what was not prohibited by Twitch. Now he's on Kick, another popular streaming platform. He's also a gamer, popular from doing games, playing games on Twitch, and now he's on Kick. And he also does a lot of, live streaming, and he has his opinions. He interviews too. So he interviewed recently Trump, the ex-president, former president, and he's running again, Trump. He's a supporter of Trump, big supporter of Trump, you could tell by that interview. And, he claims he supports Tory Lanez. And now the recent news, he's moved to Toronto the 6th. I don't know if this is just publicity, right? Or he's just really serious living here in Toronto, Canada. Elections is going on is going on in America, the campaign for the presidential run. So it's kind of strange that he's claiming he moved to Toronto. Well, it makes you wonder, because the biggest, one of the biggest stars in the world is from Toronto, Drake. So I'm guessing he's trying to get to Drake and get that interview, because not too much people or anybody has got a real Drake interview. It's kind of sad or crazy that he's going to probably be one of the few to get an interview. And it took him to come all the way to Toronto to get at Drake. That's what's going on. It's sad that he will probably get an interview before any Canadian or Toronto media. AIDIN Ross will probably get an interview before any Canadian or Toronto media, and he's not even a Canadian. You don't have to be Canadian, but guess what? This man came all the way to Toronto, and, he's basically trying to get at Drake. That's the main thing, because he's promoting a new track with Drake and, what's his name? Lil Durk from Chicago. That's the big news right now. So he's using his platform to promote that music. I'm guessing Drake is very grateful. Excuse me. Drake is very grateful for that, because this guy is a very big streamer. He's influential. And if you have some influence over the person who's doing other media, who's influential, that's power. He got some influence over academics, the same thing. So you got two of the biggest streamers, right, on social media, being in your corner. That's very big to have academics and AIDIN Ross in your corner. That's very big. But AIDIN Ross, to me, my opinion, is a very big culture vulture, right? He is a culture vulture. And people might say, why are you saying that? No, he is a culture vulture. Just look him up, right? Just look him up. He's kind of annoying just looking at him and how he talks. AIDIN Ross. Now, what is he going to do for Toronto by moving to Toronto? What is he going to really do? Is he going to really come down to earth? Is he going to be connecting with people, the locals? What is he going to do? Interesting. Is he going to interview any other people besides Drake, or connect with anybody besides Drake from Toronto, AIDIN Ross? Are you going to do that? Are you going to connect with the so-called hip-hop community from Toronto? Right? Already, like a couple months ago, people claim you had to check in. There's certain individuals not too happy with you, AIDIN Ross. Basically, they were threatening you. And now you're in Toronto. So you must feel safe being in Toronto right now. You must feel safe. So, is this a good thing or a bad thing for Toronto? It could be good because he's giving us promo. And it could be bad because it could make a lot of people even dislike us more, because maybe not everybody's a fan of AIDIN Ross, especially if he's a Trump supporter, right? And even though we're in Canada and it's the 6th, a lot of people down here, they don't like Trump either, right? So AIDIN Ross supports Trump, but he supports one of our hometown boys, Tory Lanez, who's locked up. He spoke with him over the phone when, as he's in prison right now, Tory Lanez, he spoke with him. So they have a relationship right there. Maybe he got advice from Tory Lanez to move to Toronto. I don't know. But, and on top of it, I guarantee he gets that support from Drake some way or somehow, right? Drake will probably shout him out. So, AIDIN Ross, living in Toronto, good luck. You know you probably will not make people know exactly where you are because you already had a bad experience, reaction from people from Toronto a couple months ago, and you were scared, very scared, right? Which platforms will he connect with? I probably have an idea who he will connect with in Toronto, but it'll be limited to a small, maybe a small few, because he does have a big, very big platform, right? So, like I'm saying, the only person Drake respects is maybe somebody like that, not even from his own city. AIDIN Ross will probably get that interview that a lot of people from Toronto or Canada would like to have with Drake, an interview, because Drake hasn't really done anything in his own country in regards to that type of media. But AIDIN Ross is here, right? The big streamer. You got the numbers. And like I said, he's a culture vulture. Straight up. He's here and he's playing his game. He moved here. That's what he claimed. I don't think that's for real. I think that's temporary. It's a promo to try to get Drake.